Hey there everybody, Stuart Knight here with a video that I hope will help you boycott what you thought. And as you know, I'm all about hopefully giving you some information that will lead you to a life that makes you happier or more successful or however you want to use it. So I was reading an article this week by Mark Manson, and many of you probably know Mark Manson as the New York Times best-selling author of the book, I think it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, okay? Quite a title. Hopefully you're not watching this video at work right now with the volume cranked up. Anyway, so I was reading his article, and Mark Manson, by the way, if you haven't heard it, I did a podcast with Mark Manson before he became a New York Times best-selling author, and I'm not sure if I'd be able to get him on my podcast today, but it's a really great conversation, so you should check that out. It's on the website. Anyway, so he was talking about distraction, and it was a topic that was close to my heart because it's something that I speak about with people all the time. It's something that I've really tried to look at and to ask myself what role distraction plays in my life and how it takes me away from the life that I want to lead. And I want to always remind people who are watching these videos that just because I'm a professional speaker and just because I'm an author and someone who's in the self-development industry, it does not mean that I don't make my own mistakes. It doesn't mean that I don't get distracted, and it does not mean that I don't suffer from a lot of the things that I'm talking about. It's always about me just talking about this in a way where you and I can kind of get through it together. So distraction, well, it's a huge thing in my life and has been, and it's something that I'm curtailing as we speak and have been doing so over the last year. And mainly we're distracted by this whole new world we've created. And let's just own that for a second, okay? We as a species, we've been going through the evolution of the planet for hundreds of thousands of years. And our generation, when I say our generation, anyone who's alive right now, this particular group of people has invented certain kinds of things like the internet or smartphones or certain apps that we can now use. And we have decided, and remember that, it's a decision. We have decided, yes, I want to use that stuff. I want to use it to read my news. I want to use it to talk to people. I want to use it to communicate via text message. And it's great. We use it. However, what happens so often is that most people don't stop and ask themselves what kind of role it's playing. Or they don't ask themselves how they want to use it. Because that's a decision too. It's not just a decision that I have to use it the same way everyone else is using it. You can decide how you want to use it. And from my experience in my past, I have made very bad decisions in the way I have chosen to use social media and technology and the internet. And I'm guessing you're probably a lot like me. You've probably made some very bad decisions in this department as well. You've probably made a decision to use it in a way that's not bringing you to a happier life. In fact, if anything, you're probably using it in the way that I used to use it, which is in a way that distracts you from having a great life and distracts you from things that are really important in life. And so what happens is something that we all know, right? It's this conditioning that we put ourselves into, which is, oh, I'm on the subway, so I better pull out my phone and read it. Or my friend gets up at the restaurant and goes to the washroom, so I'm not just going to sit here. I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to see my Instagram feed or my Facebook feed. I've done it, okay? So don't go thinking that I'm the one here telling you you're a bad person. I've done it. But I've stepped back from the picture and I've really observed myself. I mean, in situations where somebody gets up and goes to the washroom in the restaurant, I can't tell you how many times I've been like, why is it that I feel like I need to pick up this phone and read an article right now or to check my feed on Facebook? What is that? Who is that person? And when I ask myself those questions, I start getting the answers and I start realizing that the person who I want to be and the person that is most happy is not that person. And so I had to really stop myself from doing it. I had to really create self-discipline in my life. However, it wasn't good enough. I realized that we as human beings, and actually this is spoken about in Mark Manson's article this week that I was reading, we as human beings, we suck at discipline, right? Myself included. I mean, we are weak individuals. We so easily say, here are all these great things that I want to do for my life, and yet we don't stick to it. So what I've learned is that we have to really set ourselves up for success. So for example, let's say, I don't know, you want to lose weight. And go out there and say to your friend, here is $5,000. If I don't lose this much weight in this much time, you can keep the money. All right, now that's an extreme example, but you get the point I'm making, right? We have to really set ourselves up to make sure that we deliver on the promises that we make to ourselves. And when it comes to social media, we can't just rely on our discipline. We can't just expect that we're going to stop doing it. So what I did was, I did the thing that kind of made me feel uneasy and even really weird and awkward. I just started deleting apps. I literally just deleted my newsfeed app from my phone. You can delete your Facebook, your Instagram. You delete them. And it feels weird. You think to yourself, but I check those all the time. I mean, how am I gonna take a crap anymore? I mean, what am I gonna do? Just stare at the wall? You can go back to doing the things that you used to do, which was to pick up your deodorant and read the ingredients on the back. You see, we can do it because we used to do it. And these distractions we're creating for ourselves is really stopping us from doing two things. Number one, of course, we all know, living in the moment. The moment of just sitting and thinking and breathing and just being aware and being conscious of our thoughts and our feelings. And it's in those moments that sometimes we allow ourselves space to let things that have been trying to get in finally get in. And if we don't create that space, they're going to keep on sitting on the periphery, just waiting and waiting and waiting until we finally create that space. You know, just the other day, I literally had 3 minutes until I had a conference call with one of my clients, and I was sitting there. And I was thinking to myself, well, what am I going to do in these 3 minutes? And I thought to myself, well, I could read that article. Oh, no, that article I know is going to take me longer than 3 minutes. Oh, I could check a news feed. Well, you know, reading an article there is going to take me longer than 3 minutes. Oh, maybe I should just, I don't know, check out some Instagram pictures. And I realized this is ridiculous. Like, just sit here, Stuart. Just sit here. Jesus, pull your shit together, buddy. And I just sat there. And of course, as what happens in all situations when you do that, thoughts started coming in, and I started just thinking about things I hadn't considered for a very long time. So the first thing that we miss out is we miss out on just being in the moment of silence, the moment of quiet, where our brain is open to the things that we don't normally think about. The second thing that we miss is just all the great stuff that's going on around us, right? We miss a great conversation. We miss overhearing something that somebody else says. We miss seeing a beautiful piece of art that has been graffitied on the side of a wall. We miss life. And in many cases, we miss opportunities to be able to connect with the people that we love the most, our friends, our family, our partners. So when we get distracted, we're continuously pulling ourselves away from the things that our bodies and our minds and our souls crave the most. So yes, this technology is fantastic, and use it by all means. But I encourage you to really consider doing something that I have done that has had a huge impact on my life. Number one, I have deleted the apps that distract me the most. The ones that I always go to. My biggest one was my newsfeed. I just deleted it recently and I was like, it was odd, it felt weird. But I'm fine with it, I got used to it. The second thing is to turn notifications off. Yeah, you don't need to be notified that when you get an email, it doesn't have to pop up on your screen. You don't need to get a portion of your text message. Just have it that, you know, that you receive the text message, but don't have it so that you can read the first 2 sentences of the text message. You don't need to know that John that you went to high school with 15 years ago just posted a new picture on Instagram. You don't need those notifications. So get rid of the apps and get rid of the notifications. Those 2 acts for anybody watching this video right now will have a dramatic impact in your life. It's time to get quiet. It's time to relax. It's time to get focused, because these distractions are not just taking us away from the 2 things that I just said, being in the moment and seeing the beautiful things that are around us. These distractions, science is now beginning to prove, is making us more stressful. It's making us more agitated. It's causing us to compare ourselves to the lives of other people more often than we ever should, which is causing us to feel depressed because our lives are not as good as everyone else's, at least on social media, the curated lives that we see. It's causing us to have anxiety. It's causing us to be able to not be able to have focus in the moments when we most need focus. And the list is on and on and on. These distractions, they were invented. And you know what? The people who invented them thought they were cool ideas at the time. But you've got to be big enough, you've got to be mature enough, and you've got to be strong enough to ask yourself whether or not those distractions are things that you want to have in your life. Just because somebody invented it doesn't mean you have to do it. And if you are someone that makes a decision to not have those things in your life, you will find that you're acting in accordance to the way that the most successful and the happiest people on the planet live. Many of you have probably even seen the information that's out there. I mean, the biggest people in Silicon Valley, the most successful people in technology, the billionaires, the Bill Gates of the world, many of them do not have their kids owning cell phones. Many of them do not engage in social media. Many of them make sure that their family members don't do the same. So come on, just because they invented it, that doesn't mean they have to use it either. And they know that. They understand the impact it's having on our lives. So get control. Get control of your life. It's not easy. It takes work, but it's worth it. Okay? There's a whole world out there, and we're going to miss it. And I guarantee you, when we have that final breath on planet Earth, we will look back and we will be so mad at ourselves for looking at John's Instagram feed. It'll be the last thing that we care about. It'll be the relationships and the beauty of planet Earth that we miss, and that will be the thing that we're upset about. So don't be that person. Make a change today. All right? Okay. I'm going to go check Facebook now. Kidding. All right. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching that video, my friend. I would love to have these videos land right in your inbox. If you want to get that, just sign up right here. If you do, you're going to get a free gift, exclusive content, and you'll be the first to learn about amazing things that we have coming up.